Hello, children, and welcome to Halloween Tales. I'm going to be reading you 3 scary tales, each one more terrifying than the last. These tales come from the winners of the Junior School Writing Competition 2013. So sit back and enjoy the ghouly readings. And remember, it's okay to scream.
A Mystery Day by Kyle Winnett from Year 4.
It was 1 o'clock on Monday, the 2nd of August, at Glencoe College. In the Year 4 Rabbitohs classroom, Matteo had already finished the RE test the rest of the class was still working on. Matteo was the smartest kid in the class and came second in the cross-country yesterday behind Sporto. Sporto was the best athlete in the school. During the test, the teacher, Miss Pears, took down a poster above the table at the back of the classroom. And behind the poster was a mysterious door. It was painted a lot of different colours, and in yellow was a sign saying, "Come in." Everyone was talking about the door, saying, "I wonder what is behind the door. Is it a zombie, or a ghost, or a heap of tarantulas?" They were calling all these things out, so Miss Pears was getting very scared. Miss Pears decided to go through the door to investigate because she said she could smell something disgusting, like mouldy old sandwiches. Miss Pears went through the door and was in there for 1 hour. She was still not back from the door of mystery, and school was due to finish in half an hour, so the big, dirty, dumb kids misbehaved and took the lunch boxes off the small, skinny, smart kids. The big kids spat gum at the nerds, so the nerds jumped on the big kids, and a big fight broke out, which the small kids lost. The fight went for 30 seconds, and the nerds were winning for only the first 5 seconds. The big kids then started to trash the classroom. Sporto was the bravest kid in the class, who decided to go through the door to find their teacher to stop the big kids mucking around. Sporto went to the door because he also thought he could smell hot fudge brownies. He sprinted in and broke the door open. 5 minutes later he screamed so loud the big kids peed their pants and cried. All the nerds thought the big kids were not brave at all and were scared, so they decided to enter the secret room. One person tried to open the door, but it was locked. "We can't go in and save them. Oh no," they all said. All the brave kids were looking around the room as to how they were going to get the door open. One of them spied a key high up on a cupboard. One by one they stacked their desks into a pile so they could climb up to the key. One of the big kids tried to reach it, but tapped it further away. Nobody liked him for that. Then the nerds said, "Hey, we should all work together. Why don't you big kids lift one of us small kids up? Then we can reach the key." "That's a dumb idea," they say at first. But then the big kids said okay, and lifted one of the small kids up who got the key. There were 2 keys. They tried the first key, but it did not work, so they threw it out the window. Then they tried the second key, and it worked, so they slowly opened the door. Just as they got the door open, a big hairy arm shot out and grabbed them all and dragged them into the dark room. The arm had a big glove on and lots of tattoos. Matteo was the last kid left in the classroom. It was only 5 minutes to go before the end of school. He had to decide if he would follow them in to try and rescue his class, or should he just go home after the bell. He thought for a few seconds, then came up with an idea to save his friends and his teacher. He got dressed up in all his cricket kit, his pads, his helmet, and his box. He also got a huge hockey stick, which he found in the sports shed in the hall. He slowly walked through the door into the dark room. He saw a giant spider drop down towards him. He swung his hockey stick and smashed the spider. Then the big arm came for him, and he hit it with the hockey stick as well. Someone screamed, "Ow!" so loud he ran away. Matteo saw a sign that said, "Look out, there are zombies ahead." He walks on, and the room starts to shrink and shrink the further he walks on, until eventually he has to crawl on his knees to keep going. He bangs into a small door at the far end of the room. He is panicking now and sweating, but he stays brave. He gets his hockey stick ready for a battle with whatever is on the other side of the door. He bursts through the door, and suddenly there is loud shouting, "Surprise! Happy birthday, Matteo!" He's so shocked he jumps back so hard he nearly breaks his head on the wall. It was the biggest birthday surprise ever. The